All right, so just get yourself seated for a little bit. We're just gonna check in. So I want you to find your sit bones and sit back. And then take a nice deep breath. Feel as if your breath kind of expands your heart, melts your shoulder blades. And then notice your sit bones, just feel into them. That'll help your mind become present in your body. And see if you can keep that feeling in your mind and at the same time extend through the crown of the head, as if your whole belly and sides just float your body taller. And then take one more breath. Focus again on the expansion of your heart as you inhale and the melting of your back and your shoulders as you exhale. You can take your hands and just ground them for a moment. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes. And here's you're lifting your heart, you're lifting the back of your head. You're just allowing yourself to expand. I want you to notice yourself here. You are grounded. You are growing as you lift. What does your body need? Is it saying anything already? Maybe that is just too much of a question. It's not right. We're not ready to speak. Just do a little scan. Scan down your body and start at the surface. Is there any physical sensations that you just notice? How's it going this morning for your physical body? And then feeling into your hands, really ground yourself here. You are supported by a sturdy, solid ground. So whatever has felt uneasy or uncertain, for a moment, allow that to melt away and just be solid, supported, and steady. And then one more breath here. Just allow the front body and the back to expand as if you got taller, more ready to allow your whole self to expand and be nurtured. And then gently you can open your eyes. We'll just do a few things for our hips before we come into child's pose. So just take one hand and kind of flip out your foot. So now your knees are going to one side, feet to the other. Once you take your hands back, you can ground them again, and security into that grounding, lift your heart. So you're just very gently starting to wake up one of your hips, yeah. Nice deep breath in again. And as you exhale, twist away from your feet. So you can gently touch your thigh and turn your eye gaze back. So you can be gentle. This is your first twist. So as you breathe, really exhale, hug the belly in. So you're also waking up your core and massaging your spine. And then gently come back to center. All right, so to flip the feet the other way, again, use your hands, kind of walk your thighs in the other direction. And then get comfy so you can kind of lift and sit your sit bones down if this doesn't feel quite right. And it is a little bit of an awkward pose, so it's okay not to feel like you love it. Hands come back, ground yourself, and allow your heart to expand. And then as you breathe, maybe you can start to dig in a little bit deeper. What else wants to expand? Let your body start talking. And when you're ready to exhale, you just gently twist. So away from the feet, you can use your hand to gently touch your thigh, roll the shoulders back, and allow your eye gaze to shift. And now take 2 deep breaths. Focus on hugging your belly in. Really get that love from the middle. And then gently come back to center. And here's when we get to child's pose. So whatever direction you want to face, take your knees down, hips back, and allow your whole body to rest down. So now with your breath, breathe with expansion. So breathe in a way that allows your whole belly to expand, stretch your back as it presses towards the mat. And as you exhale, can you let go of every muscle? Feel like you became heavier and you let your muscles just pull on the mat. So take a few deep breaths, just focusing on that. Focus on the expansion. And if it feels great, celebrate how your back feels as you stretch your muscles. And same with the exhale. If it feels good when you let go, soak that in. Practice gratitude. That will change the experience of your life. And then take one more deep breath here. Waking the hips up a little bit more. We're going to rise up and come to a wide knee child's pose. So your toes will still be together. Take your knees as wide as you like. So they don't have to be super wide, but you can kind of slide them out. And then slide the hips back, arms forward, and just rest down. And take a few deep breaths. This time, maybe think about exhaling your tailbone back so you get a little more length or opening out of your hips. So inhales, again, loosen your body, and exhale, see how much length and depth you can get in your hips. One more deep breath. Let your body finish it. Enjoy it. And very gently walk your hands up. Sometimes that's hard to come out of, so use your hand pressure, and then you can bring your knees back in. All right, we'll come to downward dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, and move your heart back. And just exhale. You can play for these first few moments. So bend a knee, extend the opposite heel down. Maybe rock the body side to side, move the heels side to side. Start to deepen that relationship with listening to your body. What would feel great? Is there a certain movement, breath, presence? And then last moment, just moving around. And we'll find our posture here for the first time. So if it's ever too much, just come to your child's pose. Soften your knees. Think into your fingertips for a moment and spread them. Press down into the fingers. Feel the power again of the earth beneath your hands. And from that grounding stability, focus on lifting the tailbone as you push your hands down. So what that'll feel like is you expanded your whole belly and chest, and you almost shrug your shoulders and get them strong in the back. You look great. Take one deep breath. Just cherishing your posture and how you feel. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, eyes move forward to the hands first, and then walk or hop to the head of your mat and allow yourself to fold. And you can shake it out, yes and no, roll the shoulders, swivel the hips. And now 2 deep breaths. So inhale, fill the belly, allow yourself to rise a little bit just because your belly's full. And then exhale, empty out, and see if your hips can slide up, head slide down. So do that one more time, just exploring how deep you can go. Bend your knees, lift your eyes, and when you're ready, inhale, rise up. Press down into the feet, feel the earth. Reach up, and exhale, hands come back down. Fantastic. So let's find our first mountain. So step to the head of your mat. Take some time to reposition so you feel like your heels are a good place under your knees and hips. And then shine the toes in the direction of your knees. Soften your knees. Take a nice deep breath in. Just feel your belly move. As you exhale, think down into the grounding of your feet. So even grip the mat a little bit with your toes. Feel how your arch can lift. You gain a little stability and opening that way. And still noticing your knees, keep them soft. And now we'll lengthen the head and tail. So see if you can drop your tailbone down. So that'll feel like you pull your low belly up. And then lengthen the crown of the head. And one more breath, just like you started. I want you to think about expanding the heart and softening the shoulders back. So here, place your hands where it would be helpful. Maybe one on the belly, one on the heart to be present with yourself. Or maybe hands in prayer to set an intention. Anywhere that will help you. And now with a deep breath, just allow yourself to be. So whatever's going to rise up, let's practice allowing. You are safe as you exhale. And then one more deep breath. Is there anything that you want to focus on? Expand or grow. Exhale, find the feet. And then we'll start to move. So inhale, reach up. So just allowing yourself to be in this round. Exhale, dive. How does your body want to expand the heart? Hands to shins or under the toes, and inhale, flat back. So give yourself a little freedom. Exhale, let your body go. Bend your knees, step your right leg back, and we'll find our first low lunge. So here, notice again your heel and your knee. So really get them lined up or knee closer to your heart. And then shine the thigh over the toes in the same direction. You look good. So here, lengthen head to back heel. And then in that sense of allowing, I want you to just breathe and hold the picture of your body in your mind. And can you allow yourself to be exactly as you are in this moment of your life? You're doing the best that you can. So one more deep breath, just simply holding yourself in that safety. And then as you exhale, press yourself back to downward dog and find that great posture you practice. Spread fingers, soft knees, lifted tail. And take one expansive breath, just feeling the life energy in your body as you breathe. With the strength of your hands, inhale, pull the body forward to your plank. So you can be kneeling or lifted, and we're gonna pause here. So hold the shoulder blades together in the back, see if you can get that. And then hug the ribs in, so you feel like you're secure top to bottom. And now as you take that breath of allowing your body, what does she need? Do you wanna drop the knees? Do you wanna lift them? Find it for your body and allow. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower the whole way down. So point the toes back. Inhale, lift the heart off the mat and feel the strength of your back body. Exhale, lay yourself down. And just growing that the next two breaths. Inhale, lift, and see if you can lengthen head to tail again. So get your core involved. And then exhale, lower. And one more time. And no matter what your pose feels like, I want you just to allow yourself to be as you are. And then exhale, let it go. Tuck the toes, push and pull back. Child's pose or downward dog. And then breathe. Strong hands, soft heart. Take 2 breaths here. And just simply be with yourself. How do you feel in this moment? Inhale, and exhale, bend the knees, step your right leg forward, and we'll find our low lunge on this side. So no rush, line up your knee and your heel again. And then shine the knees and toes in the same direction, both sides. And now lengthen head to back heel. And now that you're getting a little more practiced in that, right here, what needs accepted? What longs to have that safety of just allowing yourself to be the human that you are. So one more deep breath here, just be. And when you're ready to exhale, soften the knees, step forward, and allow yourself to fold. If it feels good, you could hug the elbows this time. And you practiced your breath last time, so see if that helps you here. If you really want to play with the exhale, sliding the body deeper. One more breath. And then bend your knees, drop your hands, lift your eyes, and inhale, rise up. Power the feet down to lift. If you want a little back bend, take your tailbone back, bend your knees, and lift your heart. Take one more breath, expand your body, let it feel good, and then exhale, hands come back to center. All right, so we'll find our mountain pose again. And it's nice to reset in the new moment because you can notice what changed. So reset, align feet, hips, shoulders. Lengthen your body upwards as much as you can as you maintain grounding. And then hands, where would you like them this round? And now that maybe you cultivated that safety, that you're allowed to feel and need what you need, let maybe your intention rise up a little bit deeper. So breathe in, just ask your body, what do you need this round? Breathe out and just allow, soften, and be. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes and we'll rise again. Inhale, lift up. So maybe you do want to focus deeper this round. Exhale, dive in. What's your intention? What do you want to cultivate or strengthen or flex? Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen the back. Make it yours. Exhale, let it go. Knees bend, step the left leg back, and we'll find our low lunge. So now your hips are a little more awake. We did a bunch already for them. So hopefully that feels good. All right, so keeping your heel up, I want you to just start to lighten your fingers. So this is going to turn into a high lunge, but it might be a little more challenging this morning. So as you rise up, just very light with the fingers, and then see if you want to just sweep the hands back. So it's a little more challenging because you're staying low, and we'll just take a breath as you expand your fingertips. Line up knees and toes. One more inhale. Yes, you look awesome. And then exhale, hands come down. Feel that power. Bend your knees. Step back to downward dog. And take a deep breath. Can you celebrate in your body the strength that you're cultivating that's already there? You're just drawing it out. So one more deep breath, just caring for your body, noticing how you feel. And if you want to flow with me to plank, strong hands, inhale forward. And maybe remember your intention. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. What does your body want? What are you working on? Inhale, lift it up. Spread your heart. Exhale, take the body back. Beautiful. And then take 2 deep breaths. Child's pose or downward dog. Let your body pick. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees. Step your left leg forward. And no rush. Take that time. Line up. And then I want you to feel solid again. So first feel the feet. And then start to work on lifting out of your fingers. So you just kind of gently lighten up. And what you'll feel is this thigh really engages. And once you feel steady, if you want to fly, arms will reach back. Lift the heart just a few inches. And then take one more deep breath. Yes, feel the power you're making. And exhale, hands come down. Fantastic. Bend your knees. Step forward. And this time, bend a lot and hug behind the legs. And you can almost do it in a celebratory way. Just thankful for this body, all that it's carried you through and allowed you to experience. One more deep breath. Just be here. Let the arms go. Bend the knees a lot and lift the eyes to let your blood flow go. And then inhale, rise up. Yes, and whatever you like. Tall or a little back bend, make it yours. And exhale, hands come back down. Wonderful. So let's find our mountain here. So nice and steady. And where does your body want your hands now? Allow it to be different. Allow yourself to just go with each moment. And starting to open our hips a little bit more, we're going to come to tree. So just bend your knees. Shift your weight over to your right leg and kickstand the left foot. And now if you've practiced this a lot or you're just wanting to grow in your balance, can you, with your toes down, close your eyes? And again, hands where you want. And I just want you to notice the little dance of your body. Notice everything it's doing. You might wiggle a lot with your eyes closed. And so I just want you for a moment to have that gratitude in your mind of all that your body's doing without you noticing. And now you can open your eyes if that'll help and lift your heel either below the knee or above it. And a nice deep breath. Feel into your grounded right foot, spread your toes. Yes. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Soften your right knee. So you want to make sure that your blood flow, your circulation can keep going. And then with that hip opening in mind, just your left knee, allow it from the hip joint to just open out to the side. It also feels like you're strengthening your left glute. And then adding on, inhale, arms will reach up. So as you reach, if you want, spread your fingertips. So it's amazing how science shows us that when we change our body in posture, we actually feel different. So allow yourself to energize your triceps, energize your fingertips, and let that expand your joy, your confidence. Yes, you've got this. And then if you have an intention, maybe draw that back into your mind. Take one more deep breath, just cultivating the strength, the power, the balance. And then turning this into a little bit stronger, we're going to come to a warrior 3. So soften your right knee, and your left foot, all it's going to do is travel back. So if you want, it's just going to balance in the air, and you'll tilt forward. If you don't want to balance, your toes will be down on the mat behind you. But either way, you'll notice your back body is working a ton. So I want you to draw up your belly as you roll your shoulder blades into the back. Yes, feel that power, really reach, reach, reach. And one more deep breath. Notice what your ankle's doing, celebrate your body. And then exhale, hands and foot come down to your low lunge. So maybe you want to balance on your way down. Great job, that is not easy. So take a moment to just kind of play around, find your low lunge, let yourself be cared for. One more deep breath, just thankful for your body. And here we're gonna drop the back knee when you're ready. So back knee will come down. And now that your hips are a lot more open, hopefully you'll be able to just walk your right foot out a little bit and then place your hands inside and give yourself a little bit of movement. So I want you to kind of wiggle the hips forward and back. Notice what would feel good, or if there's a pocket that's trying to open up in your body. And now take 2 breaths. And it's similar to what you started with. I want you to see how slowly and deeply you can breathe. So follow your exhale to the end. Watch your body empty out and see if that can help melt your muscle. So one more like that. Notice how your breath really does help calm you. Now, if you're looking to deepen this or change it at all, what I'm going to do is turn towards my right knee and just place my hand on the thigh. So your right elbow can kind of take you back. So if that feels good, go ahead. And then shoulders rolling back. And scan your body. Is there something gripping that doesn't have to? Sometimes, especially if it's a new feeling, our muscles kind of tighten up. Self-protection. So just see if you can soften. You're safe. Well, now if you're really looking for something, you're welcome to bend the back knee into the air. So that's a huge thigh stretch. So again, it's all optional. But if you want, go for it. And as you can see, the foot is there for you. So if you want that full monkey stretch, you can reach back for it and kind of hold on. But be gentle. You never know how your body's feeling. So just allow yourself to be cared for. And soften your jaw, your face, your hips. And if you feel like your body wants that little rock again, go for it. Sometimes a little bit of a dynamic movement helps you open the hip. So just be gentle. One more deep breath here, you've got it. And then very slowly exhale, let the foot lower if you chose that. Hands to the mat, and we'll just push back. So you can be in child's pose maybe for a moment, and then downward dog, or if you want downward dog right away, go ahead. What does your body want? And whichever pose you're in, feel the hands, spread your fingers, ground yourself. And with soft knees, take 2 deep breaths, just be cared for, thankful for your body. And so with that kindness and your strong hands, if you want to come to plank one more time, we're going to come forward. So inhale, find your plank. What does your body want here? Remember, allow her to need what she needs, kneeling or lifted. And then exhale, slowly lower halfway or all the way. And inhale, lift to open your heart and the back of your neck. And then exhale back, child's pose or downward dog. And one more deep breath. And then bend your knees and we'll step your left leg forward. And just very gently open the heart. So take a nice deep breath. We're just kind of resting here in our low lunge this time since you did so much. And your right hip, maybe you start to notice it. Just wake it up a little bit. And take one more breath and see if you can follow the exhale to allow yourself to calm and to be. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, step forward, and let yourself relax down. And you can shake it out. Maybe this time you want to shimmy again. Bend your knees a lot. And if it feels good, clasp your hands behind. So we're going for a shoulder stretch. Let your arms rock away from your spine. And then with each out breath, allow yourself to deepen like you've been practicing. One more breath. Make it yours. And then bend your knees a lot. Take your hands down. Remember to lift the eyes first. Let your blood flow start. And inhale, rise up. Push down to lift. Yes. And exhale, hands. Come back down to center. All right, so we're going to go for that one more time. So allow yourself to kind of get settled, and I'll guide you. So come to your mountain first. No need to move. And I want you to just spread your toes, soften your knees, and lengthen your spine. Place your hands somewhere that's going to help you notice how you're feeling. And notice what's different in this moment than it was the last time you were in this pose. So just an awareness of how your practice cultivates change. And now we're going to bend our knees and kickstand the right foot. So you're on your left foot now. And if you feel that security, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Your toes are down, your body's got you. And notice every little nuance of that dance your body is doing. See how much it's working to support and to sustain your life. So one more breath, just practicing gratitude here for your body and all that it does. And gently open your eyes, soften your left knee again, so just make sure that that's soft. And then bring the heel up either below the knee or above. And once you're here, we'll find your tree. So take a moment to think into the grounded foot and spread your toes. Feel how your arch activates. Think about your hip opening and take your right knee out. So let that right glute kind of fire. And then hands, when you're ready, inhale, reach them up. So we're going to start to build our energy again. So exhale down into your foot. Use your exhale to ground and support. And your inhales, maybe you want to use them to energize and lift. And let's see if we can wake up our core a bit. So as you breathe, especially because your arms are overhead, it kind of helps you lengthen. See if your exhales can drop your tailbone so your belly kind of comes in. And your inhales lift your heart so you get long and strong through your core. Yes, one more deep breath, feel the energy of your body. And here we come to warrior three. So again, make sure your knee is soft. Inhale. And exhale, the right leg is just going to slide back into the air or tap down on the ground. And really reach fingertips to toes. You are strong and energizing. Bring the belly up to support the spine. You can feel your back working. You're like a plank as you hover. So take 2 more deep breaths. Maybe remember your intention. What are you growing? What are you cultivating? Can you do that here? And then inhale. And as you exhale, slowly down to your lunge. Take the time you want. Fantastic. All right, so now that you're loose, you're just gonna rock a little bit, and we'll drop our back knee when you're ready, toes to the mat. And then take your hands to the inside, again, rock around to allow your hips to open enough to do that. You can even move your left foot out a bit. And then we'll breathe. So lengthen head upward, shoulders back, and add just that gentle movement. Where's there a pocket of stretch hidden in the hips, asking you to be found? Now just take a moment to follow your next breath. So I want you to notice it from start to finish. And then if you want to come with a twist, to the twist with me, you'll take your left hand to your thigh this time. So the left elbow kind of helps guide you back. Yeah, and then shoulders, sweep them down and back as you lift your heart. So it's a very gentle arc. And with each breath, maybe this time you really want to focus on hugging the belly in, that compassion, that squeeze of your belly button to the spine. And if that round of allowing really helped, what here can you allow yourself to just be? Is there something that feels like it just wants to be? Allow yourself to relax into the human version of you. So if you liked lifting the back knee, here's your option. You can go for it. So it's a big thigh stretch. Again, you do not need to do it. And also if you want the monkey stretch, you are welcome to hold on. And what does your body want? Or is there a way that you can practice your intention here? Take one more deep breath. If your foot's in the air, gently let it go. Hands to the mat. And this time, just push your hips back very slowly, and you'll let your front toes lift. And you can reset. If you want your hands kind of straddling your foot, sometimes you'll get a different stretch that way. So play around with what you want here and just wiggle a bit. So the wiggle, you'll notice, you'll feel different stretches wrap around the outer thigh to inner thigh. And take a softening breath. See if you can allow your body to just come in deeper. Gently inhale up and bring your knees together, and other leg's going to come out front. Let your toes lift and then pull your hips back, and same deal. You just do a little bit of a rocking. You can place your hands wherever it intuitively feels like it's beneficial. And now take that long pause of a breath and just hold and allow yourself to stretch for a moment. Fantastic. All right, so bend your knees and come to a sit. And then take your legs out in front. So we're going to do a little bit of a boat and then a forward fold. So find your sit bones just to help you feel centered and balanced. It's great for our posture. And then line up your knees, toes, shins, and roll the shoulders back. So for a moment, take your mind into your hip flexors. And I know it's funny, but see if you can kind of soften them, because they'll grip automatically. So the more you allow them to soften, the more you can use other muscles. All right, so with that in mind, inhale. Exhale, see if you can roll back just about halfway with the hip flexors soft. You can hold your thighs if that is going to be helpful to you. And then once you've got your halfway, we're going to play here. So shoulders roll back, heart open. If you want, you'll lift one leg, just be in a little half boat here. Again, hold the thighs or arms out. And then exhale, foot down. Other side, lift the leg. And then exhale down. And one more time. So do you want to alternate the legs, or do you want to lift them both? We're just going to take a powerful breath. Thankful for our body, our energy, the life, and even the challenge that's making us stronger. One more deep breath. And then exhale, feet will come down and just come back up. All right, so this time lengthen the legs and really walk your sit bones back. And using our spine to just relax, let's be like a wave. Inhale, reach up and see if you can gain a little length, and then take it forward and allow your body to rest. Tuck your chin in, and with each exhale, let gravity fold you deeper. So this is a wonderful pose to practice softening your muscles, seeing how much you can just let the ground hold you. You started class with trusting the ground. See if you can bring that energy back. Sweep your hands back by your hips. Palms can just face up. And take about 3 more breaths. How much can you deepen? very gently take your hands out and use them to lift your heart. So press down. And then we're gonna lay back. So just scoot yourself, make sure you have enough room. And you can just lay back, or you could use your core to kind of sweep through a boat all the way down. And once you're there, we'll take a long stretch. Toes and fingertips overhead. Reach your belly off the mat. And take a few deep breaths to stretch your belly all the way into the hips. Arms out like a T or like goalposts. And then bend your knees so that they're up in the air, feet down. And just push into the heels enough to kind of lift and lengthen your tailbone. I just want you to feel like your back is in a nice long spot. Now take your right leg up, and like you sit in a chair, you're just gonna cross it over your left leg. Breathe in, and then exhale, knees are gonna go over to your left, and you're gonna look over to your right. And with each breath, really exhale to draw the belly in, and relax your jaw, your cheeks, and your face. If your right shoulder lifted, see if you can ground it. Take 2 more breaths, really exhale. As slowly as you like, draw the belly in and allow it to help you to come back to center. And then we'll unwind. So again, you can do what we did first, where you push into your heels and then you kind of just lay the spine back down. Left leg lifted up, and then cross it over the right. Inhale, and exhale, let your knees drop to your left and knees drop to your right. Sorry about that. Eye gaze to your left. So it's always the top leg is kind of crossing your body. As you exhale, sweep the shoulders back to let your heart spread. What can you soften? Maybe it's your hands, maybe it's your knees, your face. One more breath, just be kind. Gently come back to center. And this time, joyful child's pose. So reach everything up. So everything into the air. You could hold your toes or shins if you want, and really lift your tail around your back. And then happy baby pose. Bend your knees, take them outside of your rib cage, feet to the sky. And you can hold the instep or the outside of your foot. And if you enjoy rocking here, go ahead. It's all about your body, what would feel great. And then a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. You could hold on to the inside of your legs or the outside, and then extend your heels out wide. And you could also hold on to your toes, so it's totally up to your body. And if you want to rock here, that's also something there for you. Take another deep breath. Now draw your feet together until they touch, and then drop them on the mat and let your knees open like a book for a reclined butterfly or cobbler's pose. Hands, maybe you want to take them overhead, bend your elbows and just let them hug your forearms. And as you breathe, just like you started class, let the inhales very gently expand your body with kindness. And your exhale, smooth and melt you back into the ground. Use the quiet to scan your body and notice what you could let go of, soften, or allow. Alternating, take one leg long, but stay as you are. So now you're in a reclined tree. And take a few breaths, letting your hip open. . Gently switch which leg is straight and which leg is bent. And then take those few deep breaths, just being and allowing your hips to unwind. One more deep breath. Very gently bend your knees, and this time take them into your heart and you'll hug them. Make a little ball. You can even rock on the tailbone in circles to massage your low back. Take your feet up into the air and then place your fingers right underneath your tailbone so your thumbs are kind of supporting your glutes. And here in legs up a wall pose, we're going to allow our whole body to just be. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, let the upper body sink back. Allow nourishment to come into your lower half. And just feel how this pose steadies and balances your emotions. And trust that it's helping your body find that balance that also supports sleep at night. And if there's anything in you that has been longing to be cared for, allow this moment to really care for that part of you. Very gently let your hands come out. Your knees can stay together. You can even kind of hold them together if that helps. And just bring your feet to the mat. So for a moment, your knees are going to rock in, feet out. Take one hand low on your belly and the other hand right below the left side of your chest. You might be able to feel your heartbeat. And if not, I want you to notice the soft warmth beneath your fingers. And that warmth, just a sign of how your body is supporting you, caring for you, calling you worthy over and over. And then your lower hand, see if you can breathe in a way that really moves it. Each time you move your belly to touch all the way beneath your lungs, your body gets to be calmed. And just take 2 more breaths. Grateful for the very workings of your own body. And thanking your body for supporting your life. When you're ready, we're going to come to relaxation. So you can move a little bit. You could grab a sweater or a blanket. And then what in this day is going to be the most relaxing? So it's not always legs out, arms out. It can be something different. So find what feels comforting and supportive. And then once you're there, close your eyes and exhale. Feel yourself supported by the ground. Sink into it. And then notice this next breath. Just allow yourself to breathe. And using our awareness, I want you to notice all the sounds in your room. And as soon as you're aware of a sound, I want you to notice it as if it's just a cloud that's passing by your vision, and gently let it pass, as gentle as a feather touching the side of a glass. Teaching ourselves to just let go of little things like sounds. And then come back into your body and feel this next breath just to recenter. And now come a little bit deeper. Notice your sensations. Is there anything warm or cool? How many textures can you feel? Tastes or smells? And once you're aware of them, practice that subtle, soft letting go. You get to choose what you spend your energy on and what you just witness. And then come back inside your body. We're going to go a little bit deeper. So notice inside your forehead and take a breath. And as you exhale, smooth the muscles all the way through the forehead and behind the eyes. And then another breath and notice your jaw. And as you exhale, smooth the muscles back. Let your head sink and your neck relax. Inhale, just notice your shoulders and chest. And as you exhale, melt the upper back, your heart, let it spread. And then take a breath and notice your mid-back, your ribs, your upper abs. And as you exhale, see if you can melt your whole mid-body. Just allow yourself to be. And then notice your arms and your hands and take a breath. And as you exhale, allow them to feel free and soft. And then breathe and notice your low back all the way through the glutes. And as you exhale, let your glutes ground, your belly and hips spread. Feel the freedom you're creating. And then notice your legs and feet. And on your next breath, just breathe them into your awareness. And as you exhale, let them soften and become free. Take your mind into your breath now. Notice every rise and fall. And if you can, notice how each breath is different. It's brand new. And as soon as a thought or a feeling arises, can you turn that into a cloud and let it pass over and over, coming back to your breath and the clear blue sky of your awareness? With practice, you are creating a calmer life. Take another moment, come back to your breath, and let go of anything that rose up. Stay as you are. Notice your body, notice how you feel. And I want you to soak in the good that you created through practice. So for 15 seconds, simply hold in your mind what feels relaxed, strong, recentered, realigned. And then in the next 15 seconds, bring something to mind that brings you joy. It can be the little things, like the spring flowers. And just hold something that brings a smile to your face for 15 seconds. Trust that it makes a pathway to more joy in your life. And then take a deep breath and just allow yourself to let go of effort. If your mind wants to think, let it think. And slowly waking up your muscles, start to move your fingers and toes. Grateful that they're moving. Your life is here. And then you can roll your wrists and your ankles, waking up your body a little bit further. And then what'll feel great? Do you want to stretch? Do you want to hug? Rock? Let your body take the movement at once in this moment of your life. And then in your own time, roll to one side, cradle your head in your arm, and allow yourself to stay on your side. Your top hand, let it be flat against the ground. And I want you to feel the ground again. Feel how you're steady and supported. Allow yourself to simply be held. And one more deep breath, just letting yourself be human. And then when you're ready, press up to sit nice and tall. So find your sit bones. A nice, easy sit. And then we'll finish class all together. So inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, namaste. So thank you so much. I hope that you already feel like you're a little more centered and present with yourself. Thank you. I just love doing this with you.